guys, and welcome to section 3 of chapter 2, entitled Subtracting Integers. And in this section, we are going to, drumroll, subtract integers, and also evaluate expressions using all integers. So we're just piggybacking on what we've done in the last 2 sections where we discovered what integers are, and we learned how to subtract integers yesterday. And today we're going to subtract them. So just to review using our number line, basic subtraction moves us, of course, to the left, right? We would start at 7 and we would take away 4, moving to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course our answer is 3. So the same is going to be true whenever we just generally subtract integers. So if I have an example like 5 minus 9, everything is exactly the same as I've always known subtraction to be. I start with the first number. We find 5 on the number line. And I'm going to move to the left, 9. It's just going to feel a little weird this time because we're going to be crossing over 0. But everything is still the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My answer is -4. Let me do another example like that. What if I had 2 take away 10? We just see the singular subtraction sign here. So I know I'm going to start with 2. And of course I have to start with my first number because if you remember, we learned last chapter that there was a property called the commutative property. And subtraction is not commutative. And that meant that order matters. We have to start with our first number and then take away our second number. So it's important that we go in order here. So I have 2. I found 2 on my number line, and I'm going to move to the left 10 because I'm subtracting, taking away. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, bringing me to -8. Okay, that's all fine and good, but what happens when my leading term is negative? Well, still no matter. What I'm looking for right here is just the basic subtraction, telling me that I'm going to be moving to the left. It just feels weird because now I'm going to be starting at -1. So I'm going to find -1 on the number line, and because I'm just doing basic subtraction, I'm moving to the left. Moving to the left 3 units, 1, 2, 3, bringing me to -4. Okay, let's do one more like that. What if I had -6? Take away 1. Again, I'm looking here for that singular subtraction. I start at -6 on my number line, and I just have to move left 1 unit, taking me to -7. Okay. So hopefully that feels good. It's just you're looking for that singular subtraction sign and you're making sure you start with your first number, plotting that on your number line, and then moving left. But there's one other thing in this section that might throw you for a little bit of a loop, and that's something called a double negative. So you're going to see an example like 5 take away -5. And notice the difference here. Now I don't have a singular subtraction sign. I have essentially 2 subtraction signs or 2 negative signs. And that is telling us that one is essentially undoing the other. And so when you have 2 negatives together that are not separated by a number, only like a parentheses, then it really means -5 plus 5. So we start with -5 on the number line, right up in here. But I'm actually going to add 5 to solve this problem because I had 2 negatives together, and 2 negatives go positive. So I'm simply going to add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bringing me to 0. My answer for this one is 0. Okay, let's do another one, because that one's kind of weird. What if I had negative 2 minus a minus 3? When I see two negatives together, they negate each other, and so I'm going to rewrite the expression. The first number always stays the same. Notice that. Notice that in the old one. Negative 2 stays the same, but now it's plus 3. So I'm going to find negative 2 on my number line. And now I'm simply going to add 3. This is what we did yesterday. And adding means we're moving to the right. 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 1. I'm going to do one more example like that for you guys, because I know it's just a little bit weird. What if I had negative 7 minus a minus 10? Again, I start with negative 7 on the number line. But now I notice I have two negatives, so I'm going to rewrite this expression as plus 10. And I'm going to count 10 to the right, because when we add, we move to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so my answer is 3. Okay, you guys, take your time with this. Be really careful of the signage. Go slow. Make sure that you open your book and read through those examples too. If you start to get confused, I want you to go back and look at my examples and then begin your assignment. Good luck.